What's going on, people? Welcome back to another John Sinclair TV, back again for all you guys enjoying the content. Tonight, I'm doing a predicted lineup for Saturday's game between Newcastle against Aston Villa at St James's Park. And I've got my guest with me tonight. It's going to help us along. It's Charlie. Charlie, how are you, my guy?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me on today.
Fantastic stuff, fantastic stuff. And yeah, so being a Newcastle fan, I mean, how are you enjoying it so far?
No, can't really complain, really, can you? Ever since the new owners have came in, it's just been absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to enjoy it, and away we go. So, guys, like the video, like what you watch, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and also super chats are open. And if you'd like to become a member, it's just 99p, and you enter in the competition next month to win £50 worth of vouchers. And also, as well, my channel is now being partnered by Toffs Partnership, and check out our new partner, Toffs. Get your retro shirts, www.toffs.com, 50% off with our exclusive discount code JSTV15. And these are the shirts as well. This one's a 1920 shirt. This one here is a 1926-27 championship winning shirt as well. It looks funky. I like it. And this one is a retro 1995 Newcastle Banner shirt as well. And remember Kevin Keegan all the days, Ferdinand, Shearer, Ginola, and all the likes, Rob Lee, you name it, it's all there for you as well. Now, with further ado, we're going to go straight off to the bat. The first one you're going to play in goal, it's just no surprise, isn't it? Who would you go for? It's got to be Nicky Pope.
Got to be Nick Pope. You can't really ask for anyone else in there.
Cool stuff. And what I think he's got another great season as well.
Yeah, I mean, you look at last season when I was a bit skeptical when we brought him in. Obviously, he's gone down with Burnley, but couldn't have asked more from him, to be honest. 10 mil as well.
Totally agree. And you can't go wrong with that as well. That could be the best 10 million spent as a goalkeeper for a long time. Let's be honest about that. Sharing the stream as well so the viewers can see as well. And if I can just press that button so I don't think it'll go. But people might see, maybe can't. So there you go, Nick Pope in goal. Let's go to the right back. I mean, there's only one in there.
Yeah, there is really only one. You've got to have Kieran Trippier.
I think he's going to have another fantastic season in black and white shirt. He's a leader, a captaincy, and also as well, he just demonstrates great credentials as well. What I love about Trippier, right? I think he's got another 2 or 3 more years left in this guy. He's 32 years of age, and he wants to win things at Newcastle United. And what a season he's had last season.
I mean, for a right back, you can't really ask for much more. He defends well. He also knows how to control the team, even though he is sort of in the far corner. He does shout to everyone, even up in the top right. So say you've got, I don't know, Joelinton playing on the wing, he can manage to tell Joelinton what he's doing wrong, and try and improve the game in the middle of it.
Yeah, absolutely right. Let's go on to the other side at left back. Now, we could choose quite a few names as well. I mean, it's a tough one for me. Bearing in mind, Moussa Diaby will be facing this particular left back on Saturday. So whoever plays at left back will have to be on their game. Who would you go for, Charlie, left back?
Now, it was a bit of a tricky one because obviously Dan Burn's been there in a lot. So I have gone for Dan Burn. However, I do feel like it could be changed to maybe like a target who has looked quite good in pre-season, as well as that we have just brought in Livramento. Now, if he can get up to full fitness, I do believe he could play in that position quite well.
Yeah. The things with Dan Burn, right, we all know he's a great defender. The problem is he hasn't got pace at the back.
Exactly.
And he's not the only one who's got pace at the back. And that is the thing. And this is why we need a left back with pace. And we also need a central defender with pace also as well. And that's the most important thing because, yes, we've got the best defence. But my only concern is, are we going to get found out this season?
Exactly. I mean, I'd still go for Dan Burn. He is very, very solid. I've got no complaints about him whatsoever, but the pace could become a problem. Maybe that could be like a half-time change if it is becoming too much of a problem for Eddie Howe and the team, but obviously only time will tell.
Absolutely right. If I get zoomed in a little bit, that should be a little bit better. Dorotheus gets out as well. So let's go on to the centre backs. On the left side centre back.
Left side centre back. So I would normally sort of choose for both of them. I'd normally go Botman and Shah. Sorry, I am still going to go for them both. As much as sort of Dummett, he has been playing pre-season in the centre as well as Lascelles. They're still not Premier League ready. Went to the game against Villarreal on the weekend. Lascelles is still making pretty bad mistakes. There's no really other option that I've got apart from Botman and Shah.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, Fabian Schär may not be fit on Saturday. He's still got that injury at the minute. And if he doesn't come in, if he doesn't play and he fails the fitness test, it's going to be a late call, as Eddie says. Keeps saying, if it's going to be a late call and he doesn't make it, who would you play in place of Fabian?
If he can't make it, then I'd possibly look at actually putting Burn on the inside and maybe sticking a target on the fullback position. But that's only if Shah can't make it.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think that looks a good back four there. These are the back four: Nick Pope and goal, and the back four will be Burn, Botman, Shah, and Trippier. Let's go on to the midfield. Who would you play in the base front of the back four?
No, I'd love to say Tonali, and I'd love to say that Tonali starts. However, I do think that Eddie Howe might keep him on the bench for the game just to see, because obviously he hasn't played in a Premier League game before. He's unlike any other. He has played some series, but that was nowhere near to the same sort of level as what a normal Premier League game would be. So I would stick him on the bench, and I'd like to see Bruno take up that role.
Okay. Do you not want to see Bruno G play further forward, though? Because there's been rumours that he could be used to play further forward. And is Eddie going to make that decision there?
So I'd like to see him playing more central, as much as I do like him getting further forward. I do like him to get his goal because his celebrations are unlike any other. We do need someone solid to be more defensive. And if we aren't playing Tonali, then I do think that we need to stick him there.
That's fair dues. So Bruno in front of the back four. And let's go on to two players that's going to be playing in front of him.
So the two players in front of him, I have Joe Linton, obviously a standard, and also Elliot Anderson, who's had a very good pre-season. And I am hoping that he can get an actual big chance this season and hopefully can prove us what a good player he actually is.
Yeah. What I like about Joe Linton, this guy just gets better and better in week gone by. He's up and down the pitch every time. Tackles great, and also that goal he scored against Villarreal on Sunday was absolutely brilliant. Ran for the halfway line, and yes, only friendly. But the thing is, though, Charlie, it was still a cracking goal. And
it was a beautiful goal.
And if he does that more times, then we've got a fantastic player on our hands. He was a 40 million flop. Now he's playing like a 40 million pound player, rated at over 100 million quid. Because I tell you what, this guy is absolutely brilliant. He really, really is, and he's key. Keep away from the bookings, then it'd be accomplished.
Absolutely. I mean, the transformation that he's had under Eddie Howe has been, even from week one, as soon as sort of we played that Brentford game and he got his goal, you could see that he was going to become something really special.
100%. And on to Elliot Anderson. What a pre-season he had. 3 goals in the summer series. He comes in leaps and bounds. This guy, I reckon, I spoke to a Bristol Rovers fan the other day, and he said to me, this guy is going to be absolutely world class. He has loved the Bristol Rovers, and he's been far the best player of the season, not just for the club, but for League Two at a time.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, again, like you just said, you look at how he sort of transformed, although he did go on loan to Bristol Rovers. I think that was an absolutely amazing move for his actual career in itself, learning how to play in sort of the scrappy games down in the leagues below. And now that he's come back to us, every game that he gets, although last season he didn't get many, he has proven what a potential that he actually does have.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, this guy is already rated well over 30 million quid, in my opinion. I mean, this guy is absolutely brilliant. And that midfield role could be his for the next 10 years. I mean, I feel sorry for Sean Longstaff. I like him. But we look at other midfielders like Sean Longstaff, you got Joel Willock, you got other players as well. And you know what it is, right? They might not get in the team at all whatsoever. Anthony Gordon played there as well. And it's a shame, really, because Eddie Howe and Tonali, of course, Eddie Howe, right? He wants competition, and that's the thing. That's what he needs. And that's what we need. Squad depth. That's what we need.
Exactly. We've gone from sort of having a very poor midfielder with only a few people in it. We've only really signed one midfielder. We've got Anderson, who's obviously shown he's going to be really good, but I don't really see anyone else that we can have. Obviously, I like Joe Willock. I have since he was on loan with us, and Sean Longstaff. Personally, I haven't really been a big fan of him. Last season, he did improve a lot, and he did become key towards the end of the season because you knew sort of when he got injured in that Everton game, sort of you could see the difference the team that we were playing. Mm-hmm. But I don't see how they're gonna get into the actual team with the competition that they've got. Yeah. Especially when Tonali gets fully sort of into the Premier League swing of things, because I can only see a midfield of Joelinton, Bruno, and Tonali. To be fair,
I agree, 100%. But it's going to be competition, and I'm sure players will not throw a strop or anything like that, or kick the ball down. So I want to be in this team set that. Part of the team, and it's a cracking team and a cracking football club.
It is a good team.
Yeah. And let's go on to the right side of the midfield, front three now. By the way, the midfield three will be Anderson, Bruno, Joelinton. The front three, let's start on the right-hand side.
There's the right-hand side. Yeah. Right. So I've got Almiron.
Yeah. You know what? I like Miggy. For last season, first part of the season, he was fantastic. The second part of the season wasn't quite the same, but he still had a fantastic season. And I'm sick of people, right? People keep saying he ain't got a right foot and stuff, yeah? We know that, yeah? But he is still a cracking player. And he runs like a 20-year-old. Exactly. He tracks back. He smiles. We love the guy. You know what I mean? People flip and flop into this guy. He has a poor game. He has a cracking game the next game. You know what I mean? And this guy, if he gets picked, I've got no problems with Eddie Howe picking him.
Exactly. No problem. He's been in that position for a long, long time. You've seen sort of the first season where he got, 2 goals? I think it's Bournemouth and Palace, the first one just near Christmas. He did have to wait a long time, but you can definitely see him improving. And I think that if he can get in at the starting 11 sort of week to week, then he's got no problem finding his top form this season.
Yeah. I tell you, we have a cracking season as well. Eddie's got faith in this guy. I've got faith in this guy. And let's move straight on to the centre forward.
Centre forward. Now, I was choosing between Isak and Wilson. I will have to say that I want to start Isak.
Yeah, what a season he's had. Yes, he's had a lot of injuries last season. He missed quite a few games, but he still scored 10 goals last season. This guy is going to be on fire. I wonder how many goals he's going to score for the whole season without injuries. This guy can get 20 plus a season. No problems at all. Good in the air. Great left and right foot. And this guy, he's going to be taking us places, this guy.
Absolutely. You can see the future of him already. It's like he's already probably one of the better players that we actually have. You want him to be for the amount of money that we paid for him, but it's showing off. It's not like a Maguire where you pay 80 mil to get no one. We've paid a good lump of cash for someone who we know who's absolutely going to score goals for us.
Yeah. 100%. And I love this player already. He is brilliant. No disrespect to Callum. He'll definitely get a game. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You obviously Callum was slapping the transfer request in, saying, I want to be in this team or I'm out. No, he won't do that. He loves the club too much. Let's move straight on to the left side. Again, it's a tough one to call because I need to think about it as well. But I leave it up to you, mate.
I was going to put Barnes in because I went to the game on Sunday and Barnes had a cracking game. On Saturday, obviously, Gordon was missing a few chances, and we do need to be clinical against Aston Villa, especially with the form that they are currently in under Emery, because they are doing very, very well. Now, obviously, Gordon has been very, very patient to get his place in the squad. Obviously, you saw his interview last season where he wasn't fit. He's had a whole pre-season to get fit, and you saw him in the Euros. He was absolutely world-class. So I do have to put our number 10, got Anthony Gordon in that spot there. just because mainly I have a feeling that obviously if he doesn't get picked and he doesn't start a few games this season, it could have a knock-on effect with him as a player, with him not getting much game time last season. And if we've just bought Barnes and we're going to instantly replace him without giving him a chance, I feel like that could be a downfall of his career.
Yeah, that's a fair comment there at the end of the day. I mean, me personally, I would have put Barnes in there because I was a common form, but he looked really good, Harvey Barnes. I mean, this guy's going to make a difference. 38 million quid, that's competition for places. And just quick on that ASM quickly, do you miss him?
Now, I liked St. Maximin. He was a good... I've got a shirt with St. Maximin on. He was probably one of my favourite players for sort of when he was actually on the pitch.
Yeah.
The only problem that I had with him, which everyone has, is his work rate. As much as obviously he can run with the ball, I didn't like that he didn't know what he was going to do next. He was very, very good at getting round players, but as soon as he got round them, he was looking up and not having a clue where he was or what was going to do next. He had absolutely zero end product whatsoever. As much as obviously he can pass or could pass the ball to someone, sometimes he wasn't even picking the right passes, and then even if he got tackled, he would sit down and ask for a foul. Personally, Barnes is more than a great replacement. I mean, you're seeing the stats for him compared to St. Maximin last season. Barnes got 13 goals or something along those lines, and they got relegated, so no complaints for me.
Fantastic. And that's the reason why he scored 13 goals last season, and ASN scored 11 in 4 seasons, and that tells his own story as well. Listen, go through the starting lineup, predicted starting lineup on Saturday one more time. Nick Pope in goal, the back four, Byrne, Botman, Shah and Trippier, Bruno, Anson and Joel in the midfield, the front three, Anthony Gordon, Miguel Miron and Alex Isak. And that's our predicted team for Saturday's match against Aston Villa. So thanks so much indeed, Charlie. Don't go away yet. But that's going to be it for our predicted lineup, first of many. And if you like the video, like what you watch, make sure you hit like, subscribe. And also, you tell me in the comment section down below who's your starting 11 is going to be. You might agree with us. You might have your own opinion as well, which is good. And make sure you like and subscribe, like I said. And also super chat and also join a member. And as always,